I am Saurabh Chatterjee, and today I'm going to do a review of some of the pictures that we have taken during a photo walk. Uh, we are an organization who are into training people on photography, and apart from doing the basics of photography and workshops on post processing, we also do a lot of photo walks around the city. So, if you are interested to join, so you can follow a meetup group which is there in our link. So here, this is from the photo walk which happened in the Gudimalkapur flower market, and so the first picture is, these are the set of pictures from Abhilash, and I'll quickly go through the pictures, and I'll use Lightroom to find out. Okay, so maybe I'll rate the pictures as I go through. Okay, so looks that there is some blur in the picture. So I'm not able to see the properties, but yeah, yeah. So it looks like there is some blur in the picture. Okay. Yeah, nice portrait, but yeah, some sharpening issues. But I'll probably include more of the foreground here. The flowers look very interesting to me, but I'm not able to see them here. It's a lovely portrait from a little low angle. I love the light. See this beautiful light on his cheek. So kind of similar to the Rembrandt lighting that we try to create in studios with this triangle on the face. Okay, and even the sky has been the highlights from the sky has been recovered well. Looks interesting. So yeah, I love this repeating pattern of these two people drinking tea. The only thing is I would have loved to have the overlapping, so avoiding the overlapping that is there. But yeah, a lot of times you just have to be very quick to get something like this. Okay, so the man trying to the coffee tea seller. Okay, this is nice. So a lot of times you see, even though there is a lot of clutter in the picture, but still looks like things are more organized. And this is one of the pictures where I find something similar. So things are kind of look very neat and clean. So the background, so nice. Okay, the activities in the market. The man is in thought, probably calculating how much money he would get for the day. Nice expression. So here I'm not really able to understand where which person is the center of attraction. So in any picture you should have at least someone which is the center of attraction, and here there is no single person who is attracting my attention. So if somebody is really standing out, I would have loved this picture. So though there's somebody who is looking into the picture, that person is little out of focus, so doesn't look that great. Okay, this is nice. This man is looking. I generally like to take some candid shots. If I make people pose, I make sure that yeah, they are. See, there's a man in the background whose head is cut, so could have been framed properly. Or I would get closer to this person and shoot only this person, avoiding the clutter in the background. This is a lovely picture. I like how this lady is thinking. So everybody is seeing their own worlds, and this lady is thinking something and thinks she is properly in focus. So this is one picture I really like out of the whole lot. So even this picture, you see, though this is a post shot, you see there is not much clutter in the background, and here the background is overexposed, and that actually works in this picture because the background is overexposed, the clutter is also lost. So I really like this. Okay, so some very static object, nice. But yeah, here the market is all about shooting little action and people. So yeah, this is a very static shot, this is good. But yeah, I would always like to have people in my picture. This is a lovely light, but you see I can see a lot of clutter around. So probably I'll try to avoid this clutter in the background by going down and taking the same picture. So when you move down and take the picture, you will see that you will be able to avoid a lot of clutter. And now it is not possible for me to crop the picture as well, because I will lose his hand, which is something very important in this picture. Lovely light though. Okay, it's interesting. This man is cutting the sugar cane into halves. So nice picture. But probably I would have tried a little different angle because I can see that car in the background, which is little distracting to me. This is nice. How so? We have three people in the frame and no overlapping. So this man is kind of holding it, and there's a second man in some thought, and there is a man in the background. So yeah, looks quite good, and I like the way this the picture has been composed. The main subject not right in the center, but still the center of attraction because he is holding the garlands. Yeah, talking to each other. Yeah, little sad. I would have loved to have little more focus, little more depth of feel in this picture. The man is there, and there's something skipped on the top, and there's something in the foreground which I would love to have this thing more in focus. So probably uh, you might have used a very wide open aperture, so get a shallow depth of field. Okay, this is a lovely picture again. Would have loved to have little more depth because I can see the other man also with some light falling there, so I like it that way. But yeah, maybe I would like to have some more depth in the picture. Oh, I like this person's pose, the way he's standing, waiting for his customers. Interesting. Well, this lady's eyes are unfortunately closed. Maybe if you take this picture, so whenever I take portraits, I just zoom in and see if the eyes are closed or not, and if they are, then probably I would take another picture. So eyes closed, so nobody doesn't make a great picture. Okay, so this part is done. So we have Abhilash. The next is Abhishek. Okay, so Abhishek has 11 pictures. Yeah, this is a nice picture, and Abhishek has put a watermark, which is good, but he has used the less opacity, which is really good because otherwise sometimes the watermarks completely take away the attention. So I like this portrait with a shallow depth of field. The person is in focus and looks quite interesting. Okay, so there's a nice picture, but I would have taken the picture more on the right hand side so that I could avoid more on the left hand side so that I could avoid the clutter on the right hand side. Or I might also have something really interesting on the right hand side. I think the pictures are a little over sharpened. So you see, I don't know. I generally don't use sharpening at all in any of my pictures. This pictures look really over sharpened, and you have to be little careful about how much you're sharpening. So it doesn't mean that if you sharpen all the pictures they will look really good. So if you ask me, I have actually never ever use sharpening on my pictures, and the lenses that we have now are super sharp, so you don't really need to worry about sharpening. But otherwise a nice expression of the three people here. Okay, so not straight, so maybe you have to straighten the picture. So I think this picture is a little over processed. You see, too much of sharpening being applied here. Okay, again, yeah, I like the expression of these two people here, but there's a lot of clutter. Maybe some more careful framing would help. But I like the expression of the lady. So you can also crop out this only this lady in the picture. So maybe I can, if I just have it like this, it will still make a very nice picture. Maybe something like this. Yeah. Okay. So this gap between these two people doesn't look really good. Okay, so only the flowers. But you see, there is no flower that is really attracting my attention. There has to be one particular flower which is really prominent that my vision should stop there. And here's I'm not able to find any such flower. So this flower looks really good, but and you have to place this following the rule of thirds. You might like to blur other flowers, that is okay, but there must be one flower following the rule of thirds. So that is how you can make a better picture. Okay, yeah, this is okay. So this is. Okay, you see so many white flowers in the market, and this people in the looks quite an interesting frame we have here. So looks like it's a vast stretch of flowers that are being sold here. Okay, nice. This also looks good. I really like this picture. Yeah. Even this is nice with the continuous. You see, there's a straight line that is taking you inside. looks good. Okay, nice. Yeah, even this lady looks good, but yeah, we have used selective coloring here, which is okay. So there's no good or bad, but yeah, there's a now an in thing. Probably people like to take pictures like this. Oh, I like the expression of this guy very much. But yeah, all the pictures are a little over sharpened. So even if you sharpen, try to use the masking properly so that your pictures are, I mean, sharpen only at the places where it is required and not on the whole picture. Nice portrait. Okay, so yeah, then I would go to the next person, Datta. Okay, so this man's eyes are closed, I guess so, and I don't really like the right hand side part of the. So if I have something more interesting, then probably it would be great. This is a nice portrait, very nice portrait taken from a little low angle, beautiful light. Okay, and not much, no clutter in the picture. So very nice picture. I would probably increase the contrast here so that the background turns even darker. So when you increase the contrast, you see how it will darken the background. So you see, you can probably have it like this. Okay, maybe getting more little more details from the subject. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, nice. So very good play of light and shadows here. I don't like half of this other person. So if you have it, you have it fully, and if you don't have it, maybe you can just avoid it. So I would probably go to use a crop tool and then avoid this person. Yeah. So probably something like this. Yeah. But you see, because light is falling only on the person, the background has turned totally dark, which looks very interesting. Okay, so yeah, probably this is how I would like to have this. Maybe I would use a little bit of brush on his face. So, okay, so this is what I would do. Okay, so he's looking at somebody else. Yeah, could have been, yeah. So probably interacting with the subject, but so I am a little thoughtful. Who is he talking to? Who is he looking at? Okay, a nice portrait. Maybe I would go a little closer and or zooming in more, so yeah, to get a more intimate portrait. But yeah, this is a nice picture. But editing can definitely make this much better. So you see, I can increase the brightness of the face a little bit, maybe just by a stop, and bring out more details from the face. So this is a JPEG file, but I'm not really able to see a lot of. Yeah, so this is how you can see there's a little bit of change in the picture. Okay, so little overexposed. So whenever you're, so you see this is a like this picture is little overexposed. So maybe here I would use this. So you have a lot of tools in Lightroom which we can use to at least do some basic editing to the picture. So we'll just reduce this part. Yeah. But a nice frame. So nice light. But yeah, these places have a lot of distractions. You see the yellow thing really. Say if the yellow is really bothering you, then probably you can go to HSL and you will be able to remove those details. Okay, so that color. Okay, so if I go to adjustments and HSL, so if I don't really like the yellow color, then probably you can just reduce the color and make it something like this. Now you see that yellow is no more taking my attention. Okay, so nice. You see how light is falling only on this part. Okay, so needs little better editing. You see light is falling here and there's a different light here, so there's a change in color and not straight. So you should be careful for straightening the picture. So again, using the brush tool or something like this here on the face would definitely make it little better. So some action, but I wish I could see the person's face. It would have been a little better, and maybe I would crop a little bit of this foreground. Yeah, so something like this, because this foreground doesn't make it look really interesting. There's nothing much in the foreground. So maybe something like this. Yeah, I like this. all the people standing in a row and showing the flowers to each other. Everybody is having a look. Very nice. I love this picture. Very storytelling picture. Yeah, nice. This is also nice with this man holding the flowers. Okay. And yeah, Naveen.